Hello everyone. So in this video I would like to talk about why we have to leave Turkey again. I mean again leaving another country. We can't settle anywhere. And all that because of the laws and the rules and crazy things. So we left Russia to avoid the mobilization. We went through Georgia to Dubai and now we are in Turkey. In Turkey we decided to stay and get the residence. And for that, we rented an apartment for the whole year, but we paid only for 6 months. So we did the assurance for 1 year, we paid the internet for 1 year, we are paying the bills every month, and we paid for the whole 6 months of living. But we lived only 2 months. As well, I needed one document like the certificate of marriage and the certificate of birth of the child, and I needed them with a special stamp from Russia. Or it could be done by the Russian consulate here. So in the Russian consulate, they had the big line, like 2 months I had to wait, or 3 maybe, and only that way I could make that stamp. That's why I found a whole honorary or something like that consulate that is like working with the consulate but not the consulate itself, and they help doing these things much faster. So they asked from me about $200 just to make those documents, like 2 documents, and I had to go 500 miles to Izmir, another town, like 3 times. Because one time they made a mistake. And of course I had to pay the transport. So I paid the total about $200 for going there and back by the bus. So that's $400 lost just to make the apostille, they call it the apostille, the stamp in Turkish, and to make it legal and to make it like useful for the residents. But you can say that $400 just lost. And all the time that I didn't sleep and went by bus, also for nothing. Because they stopped accepting residence for foreigners here. I mean foreigners who rented the apartment. But they accept for those who buy an apartment. And like the minimum of buying that is $75,000. If you buy with less than that, you will not get any residence. In some places, they just removed the graph or the line where they write for renting, and they left only for buyers. And in some places, they don't let foreigners enter the immigration department at all. So we lost those $400. We paid for 6 months and we lost about $1,200 or $300 because the total that we paid for 6 months for this apartment is about $2,000. So we lived about like 2 months, something like that. And that's why I reduced that from the whole sum. Okay, let's say $1,600. But we didn't lose it yet because we have the opportunity to rent this apartment. I meant to other people, so we will get our money back. I hope we will find someone because they are not accepting foreigners. So who gonna rent it? Maybe some Turkish people, who knows? I told to the real estate guy today just to rent it and to promote it, and they can come and see, and maybe they will rent it. We have about 20 days to go to the immigration department, and we have after that, if they refuse us, like they give us like a document refusal, like about 10 days to leave the country. And even though even those who applied for residence, they have to pay a fine, from what I learned, like $60 per person, like about $200 we have to pay a fine to leave the country just because we rented an apartment here and we asked for the residence because like 2 months passed, like we lived 2 months that is given for like free for Russians to live, and we surpassed those 2 months, but it's okay to live here if you applied for the residence. I mean, it's okay to live here if you applied for the residence, but you could be fined. And even that fine, it depends on people. Some people like show that the refusal of the residence to the officers in the airport and they don't take from them money. But some officers, they can take that money despite seeing that refusal. I really love Turkey. I really love the places here around. I really love the prices. I really love the people here. But these new laws for foreigners and making it so hard to us, I mean, we don't know what will happen. We don't know if you will be fined and how much we will be fined and how long we have to stay here to get that refusal. We don't know anything. And living in the unknown, it's kind of crazy. That's why I decided just to rent this apartment to other people. And once we rent it, like, even if that will be like after 2 days, after 3 days, we will just leave and pay the minimum fine because we asked for the residence here. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, that's how we will leave Turkey. I have no idea where we have to go now. I have no idea which country will be better for us. But I would like to live in a country where at least we can make easily the residence, we can live easily, we can move easily there, we can not be like fined for like not, you know, we will not be fined just for, I don't know, not leaving, even doing the right things. I mean, we followed all the rules, we applied everything they asked from us. I mean, they asked for to rent an apartment for 1 year. We did that. They asked for those stamps and 2 documents to be done. We did that. They asked us to, I don't know, to take the deposit, for example, for the bills, etc. We did that. We even like paid all our bills in our first month, and everything is okay. We even like bought the furniture and everything here and the bicycle for the kid, and we kind of thought that we will settle. But after this, I mean, I see what's going on with other people who rented, and there are some people even who spent more money than us, like $2,000, $3,000. But at least they could like refuse to people who didn't rent yet, because they like announced that after 26th of December, they kind of will not accept the residence for people who rent, but they could at least accept for those who rented before this new rule appeared. And we were those people who rented before this rule appeared. Some people, they say that Turkish people don't want to see a lot of foreigners here because the prices are rising. Some people, they say that they are so strict now because the elections they will have soon. Some people say that even like a few years ago, like in 2018 and in other years before, the same thing happened. And people just don't know. They just come here, they ask, usually they rent, I mean, they give the residence for those who rent. But in the end, in the beginning of the year, everything changed. I mean, the rules aren't stable, so it's hard to understand what's going on here. I think it's hard to run a business even. And what about those who, I mean, who are buying apartments for $75,000 just to get the residence, and after like, I don't know, 2-3 months, they will tell them, oh, sorry, we will not give you the residence because we changed the rule again, and now we need you to buy an apartment for $100,000. Or they stop giving the residence to those who bought. So we'll never know what will happen here. How we can live here. It's crazy. That's it. I mean, I record such videos to feel better, to share my emotions, to tell what I feel, what I think, and to let you know about our situation. Because it was hard-earned money and we don't want to lose any cent. And those were like all the saving that I had when I paid like the last money that I had like from Dubai and from Russia. I mean, I spent in Dubai about $2,000. Then I moved to Turkey, and I like collected with like donations with the saving that I had, like collected $1,200, something like that. So I had to pay it all, and then I had to add it to it. And I mean, I used all my savings. I mean, I became broke. And now we have to lose more, even more. But what we have to do, we have no choice now. This is what the Russian government wants from people. And of course, those who are supporting, they will be just happy seeing this. That is it about this video. Thank you for watching. Please support us. Please share this video to other people so they will not feel in such trap and come to Turkey and will have such situation. Only if they are like rich, they have $75,000 and they can buy an apartment for $75,000 only that way, and they can afford to lose like that much money, so they can come here and try. But coming here to rent and trying to get the residence and applying all the rules, and you never know what will happen. I mean, the country is touristic. The country is like, the economy of the country is counting a lot on foreigners. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do such thing to them. Anyway, we still have time. We will look for other countries and we will do our best to rent this apartment. And that's it. See you in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Please support us. Any support is welcome. I mean, you can share the video, you can tell the story to other people, you can just support us with PayPal, or you can just support us with buying some products. We have like now a kind of web store, and I'm planning also to create courses to sell them, language courses, and we will see what will happen. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting. See you in our next videos and stream, and goodbye.